back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
You gotta bro.
Yeah, basically, you looking back, man. You looking back. Oh man, I could have done this. I could have done that. And you start this work, then you stop. That's a dead man walk. To be real with you. That's a dead man walk. You started this, and I'm tired now. I'm broke. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Who gives a fuck?
You know, Mama hates me.
Yeah. My people talk to me because I joined this group. Who gives a fuck? My boss see my hair. Who gives a fuck?
Niggas see you at work too.
But who gives a fuck, though? And that's how it is. You gotta have that spirit that we looking forward. We're not trying to go 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back, and say, I wish I could have done this, I wish I could have done that. You better be letting you fucking lie, to be honest with you.
But when you start looking back, you really fucking up, man.
Yeah.
Because you're enticing yourself with shit you done left behind.
Yeah.
Because when you plowing, man, you know what I'm saying? Whether you got a tiller or a fucking mule pulling your plow, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay focused to keep that road straight, man. Because if you trying to plow and then you looking back, your whole body's gonna shift and throw you off. Now the road gonna be crooked. Yep. You might go into another road. You know, that's like that straight gate, man. Fire on one, water on the other, man. You have been to just threw your whole shit off, man. And the Lord won't be dealing with you. So you just gotta keep that tunnel vision.
You're already in a position of difficulty.
That
But
is.
now you looking back like you saying, so hell yeah, your road gonna be unstable.
Yeah.
And one false move in this truth can goddamn catch you in the water or the fire, which is what's symbolic. You out of here, man.
Jake might be trash anyway.
Real.
Like the credit score already 328. You know, your woman one paycheck away from leaving.
Right.
You know, your family really don't fuck with you like that anyway.
Right.
You know, so they be acting like they just be having these splendid lives before they come into the truth. But life was already trash. You know, the truth is really an upgrade. Because it teach you how to manage what you already got with wisdom.
Right. That's right.
You know?
So what we
They show you how to multiply at the same time. Like y'all brothers 1 and 2 through patience.
I just flipped 3 and 14. I pressed on to reach the end of the race to receive the healthy prize.
Hey, the end of the race is real salvation. The healthy prize is for the kingdom of heaven. Right? So when you come into something or you invest in something, you're supposed to know about what you're buying. That's why the scripture talks about too, how you have to count the cost. So you gotta weigh all factors in. And the best thing you can do, watch the videos and listen to the prophets on things they went through. That will help you count the cost as well. Because a smart man and a wise man actually can benefit from one's mistakes.
And another thing, we all gonna do something. Some brother it might be a little different. Every brother gonna do something.
You gotta love every minute of it. Because if not, you become a victim of it.
I guarantee a lot of brothers lost the job. Guarantee. A lot of brothers lost their money. Guarantee. So one person ain't just going through just this certain thing. But maybe
Do it next time, brother. Here we go.
yeah, that's how it goes. And the Lord got each brother hell for them. Customized for them. So we all gonna go through it. But the thing is, you get your motherfucking ass up. You keep going, you keep pushing. That's the whole thing. That's it. Get up and keep moving, man.
You niggas is pussified.
Cause we are too close. Cause we're waiting on MOTV and the World War III. That's what we're waiting on. Jacob's trouble. That's what's coming.
And this, hey, America's done. Saudi Arabia just left the dollar, right? So America is finished. And hey, one thing about America, best believe when America falls, all these other nations don't fall.
Yeah.
Because they ain't concerned with the petrodollar too. So you can't run from this fucking thing, man.
Because what people don't know is that when you say America, that's Babylon the Great in the Bible. You know, so when you look at the code word on trying to decipher who the great daughter of Babylon is, who wants to be destroyed, or Babylon the Great with the golden cup, you gotta understand through the spirit, that's the great U.S. of A. That's why a lot of people don't believe that this place will be touched, because they don't verbatimly see it written in the Bible. So now they say it can't be us. You know, this is ancient Babylon being spoken of right here. Nah, this is modern day Babylon.
Like America flying under the radar.
Yeah, that's right.
All great kingdoms were destroyed. And America comes back in the spirit of Sodom, of Gomorrah, Nineveh, Assyria, Babylon, Egypt, Rome. So, hey, what if the Most High told John, hey, put America in there? We'll never have the scripture. The Greeks was already destroying the scriptures, you know, when they was trying, well, actually when they Hellenized us. So imagine Esau came across this time frame and seen America documented the Bible. You niggas is stupid.
Right. Because they punished Jake during the time of slavery for so-called reading the Bible.
That's right, bro.
If that was blatantly spoken of, they would have ensured that these didn't even exist.
That's right, bro.
It was just like the guy in the book of Eli, where he had that one Bible remaining that he wanted to get his hands on, but it ended up being written in Braille.
Right. Which is symbolic of what? Esau has no spiritual connection to understand. Because if something is in Braille, that means what? You can't see it. Right? So when it comes to the format of the Bible at today's time frame, 2/3 of our people are blind. The non-elect outside of America is blind. These Edomites, well, guess what? The nobility, they understand, but it's still in Braille to them because they need the prophets in order to reveal them.
Which proves that the word of the Heavenly Father is not for everybody.
That's right.
You know, you ever walk why? Because it's not for you. It's for a certain group of people who were trained and skilled up to be able to interpret the vision. That's right.
Come on, Roman man, boy, gave up.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. It says, no man can serve two masters, but either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
That's really plain, bro. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna outweigh one better than the other. You know, so when it comes to that, you're supposed to have some form of integrity. All right, so if you're serving two masters, at the end of the day, you already know in the scripture it can only be one. So even if you try to come back and you sell us, yeah, you know, it all goes into repentance, but who's to say that the Most High is going to give you that spiritual repentance? Because you chose Satan for a process of time, and now you try to cause that over away with it. You had to see it in order to believe it. So when it comes to this thing, either you're going to sell out to the Most High, or you're going to sell out to Satan. That's right.
So by default, it's gonna be a plan.
That's right.
You know, and it's like when you serve the Most High, you be irritated when you gotta work extra. You know, you gotta do that. You can't try to get class. Like you be irritated because this is messing up your main interest. But if you in the world and you want to be a rapper, you know, you want to be an influencer. When you at camp, you're gonna be irritated at camp because you really want to get back to that shit. So it's gonna be a clash of interests.
See, the word has to be the side piece. And this thing has to be the main thing.
You really gotta pimp the world. Serving folks. You go into the world, because even you get into character, act like you care about this shit, get your money, get out of there. You really gotta pimp the world, and then you really faithful to your house like shit out.
Right. It was that movie, think I love
I love you. Oh, your mama. What you say? Only your mama will love something. Face like that. A face like that.
That's why them, what's the son, Jahil, put that one first. Hey, you got to put the Lord first.
You gotta try to show a picture.
You got to put your how am I supposed to shop first. That's what it is.
That's it.
the first love.
You put the Most High first. That's right.
That's it. Now, don't put that goddamn the woman, don't put that bitch first. Now she gonna leave your
She gonna leave you, man. You have been conquered and tamed by that woman. She doesn't know what she gonna tell you. You're not man enough. You know, so at the end of the day, a woman don't want something that she can be conquered. Hey, my ex-girlfriend was with her for 8 years. She was like, you still remain a mystery. I'm like, bitch, I know. I've been plotting this time. I knew you was going to leave. Bitch, I might leave. Bitch, I might leave. All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I got another. This is a couple verses up. This is Matthew 6, starting at verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Because they're going to be destroyed anyway. Right? Everything we see is going to be destroyed eventually. We know it. And it's right around the corner. Yo, this world cannot continue to maneuver in wickedness, man. So yes, the Most High is going to end this thing. Go ahead.
You can't buy your way out of judgment. That shit is a no-no. That ain't gonna happen. You know, but like Brother bring out scripture, this should be a spiritual investment, man. Something that's really gonna pay off, you know, a real savings account, you know?
It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
This is symbolic of what? All of that is symbolic of what? Destroying agents. You know, you can have 40,000 saved, you can have 100,000 saved, but in 2 days it can all be done. You see what I'm saying? So you can't depend on your wife, you can't depend on your brother, your cousin. Only thing you can depend on is those in this truth. Because we have some type of integrity based on the spirit the Most High gave us. Everybody that we know outside of the truth is maneuvering the spirit of the world. And that shit go and come. You can get a good ass job, but that motherfucker can lay you off tomorrow or 2 weeks from now. And now you in this tax bracket of doing well, but guess what? You can't afford that shit because that shit is gone. Back to the bubble. You know? Go ahead, bro.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt.
Because it's everlasting. It's a definition of a continuous city. Go ahead, bro.
And where these do not break through nor steal.
That's right, because everybody's going to be programmed to be righteous, referring to the Israelites. And these other nations is not going to be able to do anything to us. Isaiah the 2nd chapter tells you whatever city we're in, we're going to have chariots hovering over those cities. You got resources.
They got what they call a bail-in, to where they can just take your money and say, look, the economy's so bad, we need your money to operate off. You know, so we call it bank bail-in. So, yeah, bank holiday, they can make the bank holiday, only the first people to get the deposit, because the rest of it ain't either.
That's it, man.
You know?
Because of what? Fractional bank.
Yeah.
So what, bro?
They're gonna loan all your money out, you know, deal interest on top of it.
Then it don't exist.
That's right.
You know, like the money that they got in all these bank accounts, that extra money don't exist.
That's all it is.
Yeah, because you know what people don't know is that they physically take the money from all the people's accounts that they do have, and they go invest it in real estate. They go invest it in construction. They go invest it in a certain developments out there. So then by the time you come back and say, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and need that back. It's not just a magical Fort Knox somewhere, you know what I'm saying, with guards standing outside guarding your money. Like, nah, they out expeditiously handing out your dollars.
It's really gone.
It's really gone.
It's
literally.
really gone. And that's why you have to wait, and then you get penalized, you know what I'm saying, for coming back to work.
Early withdrawal.
Early withdrawal.
You say you know what, $10,000?
Yeah.
Call the Fed.
To track.
And you niggas talking about that's your money. You can't even withdraw $10,000 out your own account. But according to your account, you got $150 more, 2.2 million. But the goddamn feds or police is tired, and you want to go down there, some money you put in there, right? And you gotta wait, or the police has to hassle you and ask you, what are you about to do with this?
That's right. And that's how you know it's wicked too, because they'll allow you to make an instant lump sum deposit. They won't allow you to make no instant lump sum withdrawal.
Let me tell you something, bro. My cousin, he withdrew like 25,000, 30,000. Hello, how y'all doing? On this 401k. So basically, they had to monitor the money before it even arrived to the bank. They had to find out where did he get the money, track the money. Okay, so he got it from his 401k. So now they can go in there. So he was trying to get his truck fixed. He had to wait until a month, you know what I'm saying, to pick up the truck because he was waiting for it to be fixed. He came out the portal, but he came out
Verse 21, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye.
So if your heart is, if your treasure is basically on earth, then your mindset is going to be on earth. Right? If your treasure is in heaven, all you're going to think about is the kingdom of heaven. Because your mindset is thinking about the kingdom of heaven.
And that's why I want to bring it up, because that goes to the point that you made on how you're going to get agitated one way or the other. You know, if you're all in with the truth, you're going to get agitated with how the world pulls you away from the Heavenly Father. And you're all into the world, you'll get agitated by, you know what I'm saying, being pulled into the truth. That's why brothers got to say, be on point or do this or do it, and then you get agitated. Leave, man. You know, why? Because things are more comfortable in the world for you.
As a point, you be like a non-spiritual little doughboy. Can I go? So you got the camp, but you break the yo, can I go? Watching the time and shit.
Hey, can I bring out a quick preach on this back it up?
No.
Thank you, sir. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart.
Because of this system, it makes you want to know why we've been pushed like this. What the fuck did we do? Because of the system. You know, you see because of the system how you have been mistreated, how your people has been mistreated. So because of this oppression, it makes you want to look forward to something else.
Like seeing, and that's the kingdom of heaven we looking forward to, man. That's why we sign Christ. But then you got some who willing, you know what I'm saying, they can't handle the pressure. They give in, they break to that gift, man. Whether, you know, it's a record deal, you know, a promotion at a job, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, something that took your fancy and fatten up your bank account, man. But it's gonna come with a price. You're gonna do something that's filthy, man, to get to that point. And then from that point, you're not gonna have no consideration or no thoughts. But how about Shimmy Shot? Your main objective is to, you know, be this person in the world. Yeah, be that nigga, like the priest said. You want everybody to give you some kind of reverence, man. When it advances to nothing, man. Because everything is gonna be destroyed. Even that thought you got that you the shit. That's right.
Yeah, I got some. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 17. It said, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power who giveth us richly all things to enjoy.
Uncertain riches.
That's right.
Because really, any day they can crash. Like Corn was saying, what they did with the petrodollar, what they did was decrease the demand for the dollar. And like the elder said, once that dollar crashed, all this is coming to straight. Because all we're seeing is a transition into the digital dollar. Okay? If you go into BRICS is nothing but a segue to the digital dollar. You know, that's why all these countries are loading up under the banner of BRICS. But the BRICS currency is going to be digital.
I can just say, and then on top of that, you got inflation. People are suffering. Can I get a real quick result? I get Revelation 6 and 6. Because look, I did a video seen on TikTok today for a quarter pounder back in the day was like $1, 89 cents to $1. Now when I Google a quarter pounder in today's time, it's $6. You see what I'm saying? So it went from 89 cents to $1, and now it's $6.39.
Same shit. 500%.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Revelation 6 and 6. Because inflation is spoken of in the scriptures, man.
It's like a hidden text.
That's it. That's all it is. Read it in the NLT.
And it's Revelation 6 and 6 in the NLT. Right. And I heard a voice from among the four.
If I could just add, and inflation is what? How basically the purchasing power of the dollar, what happens? It weakens. It what? It devalues. It diminishes. Go ahead, bro.
And it's Revelation 6 and 6 in the NLT. And I heard a voice from among the four living
Beast.
just like living beginning saying, Allah.
Those are the four archangels. Go ahead.
A loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of burnt barley will cost you a day's pay.
Read that again.
A loaf of wheat bread
Loaf of bread.
or 3 loaves of barley, it costs a day of pay.
Right, so basically what? That's inflation. Do not your groceries right now cost damn near a day's pay? You can get a small ass buggy, and that shit can be a grand total of $150 to $200, and that's a small buggy of clothes. Now imagine a big buggy at Whole Foods or at Kroger, right? That's damn near a day's pay, man. That's inflation.
You go just buy enough for a meal that night, man. You finna spend about 50, 60 bucks.
Bro, if you ate out breakfast time, lunchtime, and goddamn it's supper time, you damn near it's a bus open $100.
That's a whole work day.
We just have some like what they call like dynamic pricing. They can change their prices or something.
Live, real time.
Oh really?
They can change their prices.
Same like you know,
That's inflation. That's hyperinflation.
That shit crazy.
That's hyperinflation. Meaning you can go into the store and it's like $10, and then before we check out, it jumps up to $30. That's a form of inflation. You niggas are being cooked. Yeah.
You stand in line at the menu, you just stand there picking out that shit. By the time you take 2 steps, the prices will went up
And I'll walk up out there, son.
Like,
Yes, that was it. That was it. Yeah, I was there 55 and 11. Yeah, that's the point here, bro.
Mark chapter 2, verse 14, it says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do? What will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?"
Yeah, ultimately, you know, who gets the biggest woe are the former prophets in this thing about it, because they lack the spirit. They lost patience. If you lost patience, meaning what? You got tired of waiting. In a nutshell, the Most High stripped that spirit from you and had you go back into the world. And you gotta be connected to this thing, right? If you want to have muscles, you have to go to the gym. If you want to remain spiritual, you have to be connected in the spirit, such as the videos, such as being around brothers, and so on and so forth. Reading, praying, what, bro?
So you gotta last.
Yeah.
Fasting never hurt.
And
That's
fasting.
for me first and foremost. I need to do it well, but you know, it's just staying plugged in with the spirit, man.
and this is our 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore my brother, beloved brother, be steadfast, unmovable.
And you gotta be steadfast, unmovable. Steadfast is unmovable, meaning what? You're cemented in this thing based on your faith. And that's given to you by Yahweh Shem Shah. You are rooted. If something is rooted, you can't pull a goddamn root up out the ground. Right? You cannot snatch a root up out the ground. Go ahead, bro.
Unmovable, always in the bound in the work of Yahweh Shah.
And that's what brings you closer to the Most High. Because you're always within the work of the Most High. And it shows you. You know, your spirit shows that you connect in the spirit by your behavior, by your mindset, things you do and don't do.
For as much as you know that your labor is not in
Hey,
vain.
listen, whatever we done lost is not in vain, man. Hey, what's that Jason Lee song? You know, that's right on, man. Because God got his back, us, you know. Because at the end of the day, we already know that this thing is right around the corner from erupting. Go ahead.
It's not in vain in Yahweh Shah.
And nothing is in vain, bro. Everything we do will be accounted for.
Lord knows.
Yeah.
Lord see the brother. You know, let's say you might got 1, 2, 3 views. But guess what? The Lord see you. Alright? Lord see you doing what he's hired you to do.
Let's go to Romans 8 and 16. Yes, I'm good. Go ahead.
I got some, this is the book of, this is Romans 12 and 11. It reads, it started at 10. It said, "Be kind, affectionate one toward another."
That's the behavior of the brothers in this truth. And at the same time, not only brothers in the truth, but that same mindset is supposed to be in you when you deal in the world. You know? But don't let nobody make a fool out of you. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another. Not slothful in business.
Not sloth in business. Meaning what? You can't be lazy. You can't be lacking when it comes to being a man of Yahweh Shem Shah.
Your knuckle, man.
You can't be dragging your knuckles, man. You gotta be cooking, bro. You gotta be on fire. Go ahead.
It says fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
If you're fervent in the spirit, that means what you're passionate. You know, you have a zeal on this thing. You know, you can't even go to sleep because you're so on fire. Now we know as time progresses, you know, you tend to cool off, but at the end of the day, the Most High still going to give you that spirit to maintain yourself. So you may not be fully sprinting, you just pacing, because the pace wins the fucking race.
I go back to the desert, man.
Yeah.
Got back into the beginning, you know, first habits, you know. It's like this thing, like, we really understand, like, we don't really change this, man. You know, we're gonna be protected while people are going to suffer like the earth has never seen. Like, we're coming to the first time. First, we need mercy before we even get to the reward. You know, like, we need mercy. We need to be protected from what the Lord is about to bring to the earth, man.
Hey, how about you, my shop? Protect us from you. Protect us from you.
So we really copping the fleet.
Yeah.
Like what we doing now, we're copping the fleet. Like, look, we're gonna serve you now before you come.
So,
You know, like we're gonna go ahead and start serving you before you get here.
Yeah.
Apologize early. Yeah. The house shot, they say when the house shot gonna pull up with the shit.
yeah.
You know?
He's coming for a Jerusalem.
This all they talking right now. You know? This all the talking he gonna do. When the family of the word, alright? I don't look between the family of the word and the house shot showing up. All the talking is done. You know?
Yes, I got some. This is good. It says, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer.
You were talking about that earlier, patience and tribulation. Thing about patience, man. That's one thing about discipline, you know, to keep grinding even when you don't get the instant results. You know? So one thing about it, results is the motivator, but then it takes real discipline to hang in there when you don't get, you know, that desired outcome. You know? Ultimately, the Lord gives us tokens, you know, revelation, puts us, you know, he constantly shows he's with us, you know. We see the new creature we become, all right, but the ultimate reward, all right, we know that that's all the way we're back in, man. You know? So that patience, that scripture say, in your patience is this is soul. You know?
And the reward is going to be coming. There's going to be two rewards coming at the same time. You know, the reward for the saints, you know, those who held fast, and the reward of the wicked. You're distributing to necessity of the saints, giving to hospitality.
Necessity of the saints, the means of the saints. And that's another thing, like, really when you look at money as a tool, okay, then you understand that even when you do get an increase, all right, you use it as a resource. You use it in righteousness, man. Scripture say after you pay your tithe, pretty much that you don't spend how you want it. All right? But then we understand the circumstances. We understand that, you know, when you get money, all right, we should utilize the money in righteousness, man. You know? Like Jake think of, because Jake ain't addicted to the actual, the green paper, the blue paper. Jake is addicted to the lifestyle that they can provide for themselves, the partying, the clout, the status that the money can bring. Jake not addicted to doing right with the money. Our people addicted to the clout and the status and the instant pleasure that their money brings, and the delusion of power. You know? Yeah.
I got you, boy. Deuteronomy 14 to 25. Then shall you turn it into money and bind up the money in your hand, and shall go unto the place which Yahweh your power shall choose, and you shall bestow that money for whatsoever your soul lust after.
Yep. So once you pay your tithes, you know, you have the liberty, you know, to spend on what you please. That's lawful.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it. For oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever your soul desires.
Yep.
And you shall eat there before the Lord Yahweh your power, and you shall rejoice, you and your household.
So once you handle your personal obligation, your affairs to the church, you know, then you can do what you want. That's why really the Lord give us our daily bread and fuel our wants, and we should be content with it. know, like he keep us our bread and our little daily wants. You know, brothers silver, brothers into what they into, brothers into stone incense. Okay, brothers, they got their thing. They might like to go to concerts and whatever. The Lord grant brothers with that. But we serve with just power. He's about balance. You need, to de-stress and then get back to it. So we serve with just power. And a lot of people can serve the Lord with like being a book. But nah, man, the Lord, like, even the thing, like sex, strong drink. See, this world just abused everything. You see? There's a pleasure, there's an order to even pleasure. Like when we go to the scripture, there's an order to everything. There's an order to sex. There's an order to drinking. There's an order to these things, man. What's they drink wine in moderation?
There's one more time.
Yeah, get that. But I think there's Psalm 16. Because the kingdom is going to have plenty of pleasure, but it's going to be in order. It's going to be with class and good order.
This is Ecclesiastes 31 and 27. Yep. Wine is as good as life to a man. Yep. It's like, if it be drunk moderately, yep. What life is then to a man that is without wine?
Yeah, so wine, even when you go to drink, strong drink, it should be to enhance the mood that you already in.
That's right.
That's right. It shouldn't be a coping method, a coping agent.
That's it.
Okay?
That's it.
The coping should be how we shop.
That's right.
All right? But wine is supposed to enhance the mood that you already in. When you in the joyful mood, maybe something happened in the spirit, like certain prophecies happen in your brother, my sister, like wine is meant to enhance the mood that you're in, and it should be in moderation.
That's it, bro.
And your body let you know when you're doing too much.
For it was made to make being glad.
It was made to make being glad. Wine is like people talk about escaping their sorrow. You can't escape your sorrow with wine. You gotta deal with that head on. You don't escape your sorrow. You just gonna get drunk and delay the solution. That's how it'll make it worse. I know.
Delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there when you're sober up.
Yeah.
Verse 28. Wine measurably drunk and in season bring gladness of the heart.
And in season.
Measurably drunk.
Measurably drunk.
And in season. That's right. Bring gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind.
Cheerfulness of the mind. Okay? And then you think like when people get drunk, beat their women, beat the children, the demons already in them, and the spirits and the liquor to activate the demons in them. That's why they call it spirits. Because like some brothers, they get drunk, they get sentimental. Some brothers get drunk, get funny, be extra happy.
Crying.
Yeah, crying.
I can't stand no Friday. I can't stand no Friday.
Some crying in there at the same time.
Yeah. What a joker. Hey, verse 28, verse 29. But wine drunken with excess makes bitterness of the mind and brawling and quarreling.
Yeah, headaches. You say the brawling and quarreling because all your judgment is gone. You don't know what did.
That's right.
See? Well, like I said, man, the kingdom gonna be full of pleasure. It's just gonna be done in order. This society just teach pleasure, but it's out of order. Okay? You got that Psalm 16.
Read that last verse in 30.
Right.
Well, I knew you wanted though.
Yeah, because it back up your point. It back up the point the brother was making. I'm go after y'all.
As a boy, let me jump to 30, bro. I got 2 more verses. All right, verse 30. Drunkenness increased the rage of a fool till he offend.
Yep, a rage of a fool.
Right.
So what you already a fool when you're sober, so when you're drunk, you just enhance.
Right.
Now you want to execute by all the bullshit in your mind.
It brings out what you try to fight off being sober.
Yep.
Verse 30. Drunkenness increased the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminishes strength and make wounds.
Yeah, it diminishes the strength to make moves.
Right.
Because like you get on that liquor, your courage go up, but your ability go down.
Right.
So now you trying to pull shit off that you normally wouldn't do, and you waking up with the wounds. Not like my uncle used to do that shit.
Hey,
Wake
such
up
as
with knots, you know,
right.
the guy on his ass, you know what I'm saying? Blood, you know,
a DUI or offending somebody with speech based on that drunkenness, man.
Hey, it's a saying in the song, a drunk heart speaks a sober mind. Basically meaning what you already really got on your mind, when you get drunk, you know what I'm saying, you just start letting it out, you know? And that probably, like you said, having your uncle, man, and some of you guys want to say something to catch, he said it and they...
Hey, you know what he said? He like, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, gonna need some ice guy. Verse 31. Rebuke not your neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth.
yeah, hey, because even according to rebuke, you know, you're not supposed to rebuke his brother when he's nice, you know, because hey, he's not going to be received,
Right.
you know, to his full capacity, man. And then when a brother's doing mirth, you want to put, you know, it's a fellowship of the children in his mirth.
Say y'all, say
You
y'all.
know, yeah, you know, you pull him to the side and like, you know, you ain't giving him 4 videos out. You know what I mean? Everybody chilling to fight on, you know, like, no, you gotta see it.
And they were all less than 10
Yeah,
minutes. Yeah, verse 31. Give him no spiteful words, and press not on him with urging him to drink.
Yeah, so even if you got brothers who don't drink or don't drink that much, and they say they good, they both express on them to drink. You see, the scriptures are teaching them how to be noble. Like you study nobility, nobility have the most discipline because they have the most responsibility. You know? Like it's a disgrace to be drunk. You know, when you get to a certain level, like when you, as a peasant, you just operate on a low level, you know, getting drunk and wasted, they're just gone. You know, but people just get drunk out their mind, but really when you running a society, man, and you have to be the public eye, man, it's like, nah, man, you really gotta know how to move with discipline. And that's what the scriptures are teaching us.
That's it, because nobility goes into alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah.
And what do you have a term also called bureaucrats?
Yeah.
That means what the best rule. So you have to have some form of discipline, some form of a routine, because you can't get nothing done if you're drunk and high all the goddamn time.
Then who's going to respect your authority when you sloppy drunk in front of you?
That's right.
You know? You got that sword? Yeah.
So Psalm 16:11. Thou wilt show me the path of life, and thy presence is fullness of joy.
Yep, and thy presence is fullness of joy. This speaking of the outside. See, we learn the path of life. You know, that path goes into management, conduct. And see, we're learning the true conduct of life, man. Because the West, all right, had us operating off of low nature. You see? But the scriptures had us operating in the spirit. And really, when you go to be in the spirit and operating in your true purpose, man. Okay? When we started going out the way of the heathen, we started operating outside of our purpose, man. It took us out of the spirit. The woman went out the feminism, she started operating out her purpose, so now she's out the spirit. You know? And the word is getting us back in the spirit.
At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore.
At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. The kingdom gonna be full of pleasures. Okay? You're gonna have women, but they're gonna be your women. Okay? And you're in sex. All right, of course it feels great, but see, it's supposed to be a legacy tied to this. It's supposed to be enterprise tied to this, man.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Be fruitful and multiply. You know, because you're going to be, and we're going to be kings, we're going to have enterprises, and you're going to position your sons in different positions within your realm. Okay? And they're going to begin to do the same thing with their sons. Okay? And how are you going to get those sons through sex with beautiful women? But it's going to be all done in order. Okay? We're going to be throwing feasts and balls. We're going to have the best wine, the best food. We're going to have the best clothing, man. But it's all gonna be done in order.
And also, every day will be a new adventure.
Yeah.
You will never get bored in the kingdom of heaven. It's always going to be something to do.
Yeah, this well, y'all somebody speak like this?
Go ahead. This book. This says wisdom and peace come when you start living the life the Creator intended for you. Oh yeah, like you said, wisdom and peace come when you start. So when we start coming back into our heritage, which is what the Lord gave us and intended us to be, you know, like we intended to be the guys of the earth. It said that life that Jake truly want is gonna come, and that's, you know, it's gonna start with the remnant. We're gonna experience it to the fullest.
And because, you know, that's true living. You know, actually doing those things that are well pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai, that's true life everlasting. That's true living. You know, it's not really living in this world and having things that satisfy you and you know, lustful desires or carnal desires. It's those things that are spiritual, those spiritual foods that Most High feeds us with.
This is I got two more. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, starting at verse 11. Wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun.
Yes, wisdom is good with an inheritance. All right? And we are in the curse right now. So every generation has to start over from scratch. We have nothing to pass down. You see? We didn't even have this wisdom to pass down, but start with elder opportunity. Okay? Now, wisdom has begun to pass down and it's going to lead to actual inheritance.
So there's no such thing as generational wealth. And when you go into that term, it means race happiness. And only that's going to come during the kingdom of heaven. You know?
Well, wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
Yeah, so wisdom is defense because wisdom is preventive. Okay? And money in this society is a tool to solve situations. You know? So we understand that we need some type of income, some type of revenue. That's why apostles never taught brothers, okay, to forsake, you know, their daily obligations, man. It's never been taught as a doctrine, man. Okay? But we understand we're in a temporal situation, so we need temporal resources for what can come in. So wisdom, okay, is preventive because you can have money, okay, and you still can be in a poor situation because you don't have the wisdom, man. You know, you gotta make money be a defense through wisdom.
Spiritually poor,
Yeah.
wisdomly poor,
Yeah.
knowledge poor. But you would say some stupid stuff like, well, can you put 100,000 on your bank account right now? If you an idiot or in real life.
Yes.
Then we may not be able to do that, but you really are low level, low vibrational, low energy. And if you think that's what makes you somebody, then you already lost.
Yep. And then the same guys, the same time next year, they're gonna have nothing. You know?
Well, he trusted it.
Yeah.
Because it says wisdom is a defense,
Yeah.
right? And then it goes into what's the second part? It goes into
Wisdom is a defense. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. Wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
yep.
But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
You don't get no greater than that. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai, they seek things that are higher than this earth. Because the things that we know to be, to exist, that we can see, we can feel, we can touch with our hands, so on and so forth, it's all tangible. And everything according to the scriptures that's tangible is temporal. But that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, that's life eternal, that's life everlasting, because those are the keys that allows us to unlock the spiritual doors of the kingdom of heaven.
And when you understand, like the scripture says, a man's ways please the Lord, and then the end is being peaceful. So like you say, wisdom is causing us to live a life that's pleasing to Yahweh Shem Shai. And the Lord manipulates the minds of everyone that's around us. Like I say, that same nigga that's talking about, can you pull 100,000 out? He'll get pulled over the floor and they shoot the shit out of him. You see? But you get pulled over by that same cop and he let you go.
Yeah.
You know? Matter of fact, he might become a customer. He might help you clean your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the Lord works. So like we operate on a higher level. And see like how about shooting our shot? Hey, he manipulates people around his men, you know, to keep us in a good situation, keep us protected, you know. But that $100,000, hey, you still can get pulled over and get blasted, and now you just the latest thing on the news.
And if I can give a small testimony as the back you were saying, a couple years back I had got pulled over. But when he threw the lights on me, I went ahead and pulled into the store. But I guess he wanted me to start right there. But as I pulled in the store, he ran into the back of me. So it locked up his transmission. He couldn't do nothing with me. His superior got there and came and asked me that I want to press charges on the police. You know, so hey, all praise God by sending me out shot. That's what you're saying, man. You know, if a man please the Lord, then enemies, you know what I'm saying, even pretty much be at peace with him.
The Lord called all over heaven. Like he said, the whole
Yeah. Ran into me.
Yeah, nigga looked off of him, you know what I'm saying? You got it. You had some more money, guys?
It said, consider the work of Yahweh Shai. Well, who can make that straight which he made crooked? In the day of prosperity, be joyful. But in the day of adversity, consider Yahweh Shai has set the one over against the other to the end that man should find nothing after him.
So you gotta be content in both states.
Right.
You gotta be content in both states. When the Most High brings you up, or as the Most High takes you down. But at the end of the day, you still gotta find wisdom within both situations. So, that's it. That's it.
This one more. This Ecclesiastes 10 and 19. It says, a feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, and money answereth all things.
Feast. All these things, like this part of my culture. Like you see how they like the feast, but they just do it on the wrong occasion. You know, so they do it for pagan, but you go and do our life, you have plenty of feast days. You know, we're all doing it righteous. In the kingdom, we're going to do it except we're going to be magnified. You know, imagine the weddings in the kingdom. You know, just like now, like especially like Tyson and Floyd, like when Floyd Mayweather was fighting, when he fought Pacquiao, they said that they ran out of the room at the Las Vegas airport because all the private jets, all the celebrities was coming in the private jets. So just imagine the kingdom, how the wedding's gonna be, man. All them chariots parked out there. You know, the men, you know, like it's gonna, whatever these niggas doing, all right, what we're doing, the true say, what they, what's that? Isaiah 65:17. You know, like what these niggas are doing is something great. You know, like these niggas are shut the mall down so they can go shopping. You know, these niggas, you know, here it is, you paying just to see these niggas walk through the club. You know, they call it walk through. You know, so how much more, all right, we're gonna have in the kingdom except being righteous.
Right.
You get it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 17.
Yep.
For behold, I create a new heaven. I create new heavens and a new earth.
The new heaven is a new bullshit. Okay, the new earth is going to be on the fresh earth. All right, the earth is going to go back to the strip. Okay, the earth is going to go back to the beauty. You know,
And the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind.
the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind.
Think about
Yeah,
that.
niggas ain't gonna be talking about Lamborghinis in the kingdom, Ferraris. Okay, we're gonna be in a whole other way. All right, it's gonna be in righteousness. Like I say, the things that Jake do it without any order. Okay, and when you do it without order, it becomes wicked to you. Okay, and then when you do it with no discipline, you destroy yourself. You run yourself to the ground. You know, and we all can say it from experience.
Verse 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I created. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her people a joy. Verse 19.
That's what you just said, like it would never be a born down.
Isaiah 65 verse 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create.
And rejoice forever in that which I create. You see? It'll never be a bad day. You're always going to have good news. That's why the gospel is forever good news. On this side, man, you get a lot of times you don't even want to answer the phone, man. Especially a number you don't know. You know? But in the kingdom, nah, it's going to be nothing good news.
No sneezing,
Right.
no coughing.
No more sorrow,
No more sorrow.
no more tears, no more pain.
Book of Revelations.
You don't hear rest and holler out all day.
Right, that's right.
You come to eternal joy, eternal happiness.
You got to worry about your son like you got to try to retrain him when you get to the house.
When you want to go outside and play, you got to look out the window all the time. Somebody may snatch him up.
So that'd be a good.
You're going into that scripture, brother, read. That's the New Jerusalem in Revelation 21 right there. There wasn't no new scripture, it's just clarification of the Old Testament. That's the New Jerusalem where you read it again,
This is Isaiah 65 verse 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her people a joy.
And rejoicing. So these people are going to be rejoicing in the earth. Because now these people are despised. And the majority of our people, you really can't even be around them, man, because they a lot of them on the bullshit. But in the kingdom, all right, it's going to be a joy to be around any Israelite, man. You know, any Israelite in the kingdom, it's going to be a joy to be around, man.
All our people should be righteous.
All our people should be righteous, bro. You ain't gonna be avoiding one another. What this nigga want? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see this nigga pull up like, who told this nigga watch that? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah.
You're gonna be rejoicing, man. You ain't got to go bail nobody out.
Man.
You know?
Bro.
Like, god damn. 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying?
You got a call from such county jail.
Yeah.
No, you know?
Do you accept these charges?
Yeah, it's something. No matter if you on the receiving or the calling list. You know?
In Romans 8:19, for the earnest expectation of the creature wait for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
And so, hey, we're waiting to be put back in power, and the earth is waiting to be put back in power. You know? Creation itself, bro. You know? Like, under Esau, this man is torturing everything that was created in Genesis. This man is a terror to it, man. Even his people, man. So everything that was created in Genesis, this man is a terror to it.
He oppresses existence.
Yep.
That's fucked up, man.
That's why the Lord had to make it to where the niggas couldn't get to the sun and the moon. He fucking up.
Fuck it up.
Yeah. It's 300 degrees out here. This nigga was able to get to the sun. That's why you got balance and campaigns dealing with, time of his leadership and also certain areas that he's not privy to.
He had to have restrictions on him. He's a Tasmanian devil, man. Anything he touches, he destroys. I'm gonna go over to the NLT. Isaiah 65 verse 19. I will rejoice over Jerusalem and delight in my people, and the sound of weeping and crying will be heard in it no more. No longer will babies die when only a few days old.
Or even results of from postpartum depression. A lot of the mothers that kill their babies based on their illness alone. Postpartum depression. After the woman has the baby, she's depressed because her lifestyle's been altered based on their baby. She's getting up different times of the night, things like that. So she's tired and already in her mind killed the baby so she can get some form of normalcy. The It's called postpartum depression.
My family that way. You like, my kids, baby, she didn't want to take it.
Yeah.
She didn't want to deal with it. They come from being so liberated and no responsibility.
Yeah.
Now you got these.
That's right.
No longer will adults die before they have lived a full life. No longer will people be considered old at 100. Only the curse will die that young.
And that's the definition of eternal life. You got Jake dying at 12, 13, 14, 15, 2. Moms are going to these abortion clinics and things of that nature. But in the kingdom of heaven, every Jake, right, will live eternal, will actually have eternal life, man. You know? And that 1,000 years in the scriptures is talking about eternal life. Jake is going to be older than fucking trees, man.
1,000 years, that's going to be the establishment of righteousness.
That's it, bro.
Because how shine is bringing paradise back to the earth.
That's right.
So that 1,000 years is going to be establishing paradise. It's going to be 1,000 years of building our kingdom. Like brothers going to have estates all throughout the earth. So that 1,000-year period is going to be pretty much the Lord will be decking out the earth with the labor of the slave.
Bar for a slave.
Yeah, man. So we gonna be able to chill in the earth all we want. Okay? The earth gonna be customized for the Israelite man. You know? That's what that 1,000-year period is going to do. It's just the beginning of eternity. That's what day one really is.
Day one.
You know?
It's gonna be back to everything gonna go back to the natural process. That's why the Lord said He's gonna destroy those who destroy the earth. It's mainly Esau either. But these other nations that took part with them, you know, just to get a profit. You got China over there doing stuff to destroy the earth. All these other nations taking part with Esau. So, like the brother saying, we being purified. But the nation of Israel is going to implement that whole natural process of how the earth is supposed to be ran again, going back to the garden. But it's going to be great. You got it.
Back in Isaiah chapter 65, verse 21, in those days people will live in the houses they build and eat the fruit of their own vineyard.
Yeah, so that's gonna be us not working for anyone.
Cards ain't long enough. I got this little Velcro piece. I'm just gonna hang it on the side.
So you can put it on the bar.
Right now,
Around the base, yeah.
You work at a plant or you work at a Walmart, all right, and you're pretty much your labor is sponsoring somebody's lifestyle. Here it is, your
Velcro piece ain't big enough.
your time is sponsoring somebody's
How far to go
lifestyle.
down?
Okay? Here it is, you're putting all this work in. There's people living these extravagant, luxurious lifestyle that you never seen. Yeah, you're sponsoring lifestyle for
Yep.
people.
Yeah, that's cool right there.
Like the little hole you know, trying to back in the
I'll make sure I bring another one next. I usually keep one of these in there.
Even the goddamn
Will I let you tilt it?
folks always motherfucker on the yacht some goddamn way, drinking hot ties. Yeah, you trying to bodyguard your goddamn body.
Like a herd.
Yeah, you folks chilling right now. You don't give me goddamn body.
You gonna get a raise.
Yeah.
Kids and shit.
My homeboy just come up there. I tell him to spend $5. He might just be a grocery bag. 70 people. And you tell you, don't be at work. You got out your goddamn work. So I'm gonna cook for 10 hours and be hungry. You got your I'm gonna create some shit. Now I might need to put this on the menu. Create some shit. Come in the door, eat 5 in.
All right, two more on there. Back in Isaiah 65, verse 22. Unlike the past, invaders will not take their houses or confiscate their vineyards, for my people will live as long as the trees.
So, hey, we would never go back to slavery because we're not going to commit spiritual fornication against the Most High. Yeah, you build a house, you have a house built, but you can't even live to fucking pay the house off. Mortgage goes into what, a death note. Meaning basically that shit is gonna be around until you die. Right. And that's what Yo got. I was arguing with him. He said he had bought about 10 to 15 houses in cash. But the problem was, he didn't know you had to still pay taxes on it. So how can it be truly yours, although you purchased this crib, paid for in cash, but you still got to pay taxes on it? That's it. That's it. In order to keep that shit. I think he worked it out. He talked to the board. Got that shit paid up. But that's important. There's no continuous sin. You don't buy shit. And then, hey, the brother Yashima, he sometimes talks about how money is a defense, but it has a limit on that defense. Because you have a Jake that's a fucking millionaire, but still can't go in certain places that Edomites can go. Right? Or you can have 2.5 mil in the bank, but you still can't withdraw that shit at one time. So your face is not on the fucking money. That shows you who really controls this setup. See, in the kingdom of heaven, your face is going to be on your money. That's an indication. The indication goes into what? To point out what your rulership is.
It shows you like you said, that the money in the defense got a limit with Jake. Because nigga do something, he'll be rich. Okay? Nigga will get the city that Edomite that's a surgeon again. Yep. Like they were talking about how Mary J. Blige, like the neighborhoods they stay in, them just regular Edomites they stay around.
The doctor,
surgeons
and
shit.
You sure right, bro.
CEOs,
that's it.
Like they don't stay with
Nah.
So that's that parable. That's that parable of Lazarus and the rich man. It's a gulf fix. So no matter how much richer men and riches we get, Esau show us it's a gulf fix where you can't do what you want to do. This is kingdom. But in the kingdom, see, but Esau he used this paper money that he started this system to collect the resources. You know what I'm saying? He knew the resources was the real money. So that's what we going back to, even with this scripture right here. When we control the resources, that's gonna be the defense, but we're gonna control it through wisdom. And we're gonna, like the brother said, we're gonna beautify the earth. Even when we had other nations working, when they work like Esau had you working, it's destroying your body, destroying the earth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no natural process or nothing. We had other nations working and building the kingdom, building whatever we want. It's gonna be a whole natural process they doing. So true enough, they're gonna be tight, but it's gonna be beneficial to them because it's gonna be beautifying the earth, getting everything back into its natural order and natural form. I see our people are taking it this and like they're gonna be our slaves, but we gonna rule them with an iron fist. Because see, making Esau do stuff naturally, that's gonna be torture to him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Making Esau vibe out a natural way, that's torture. That's gonna be a 1,000 years of torture for him anyway.
Meaning what? If you put them motherfuckers out there in their sun, if they give up the spirit, you're gonna be able to summon their spirit and erect them back up on earth. That's hardcore slavery, but it's gonna be in righteousness. Yeah, like the point is saying.
1,000 years is gonna be chill. 1,000 years, like you eventually gotta get broke up. Like they got pride to give them shit. This shit gotta get broke up. Like they gonna be using the tools. Like they gonna be tearing ACLs and shit.
That's right.
Yeah, because same time, we got to give a fuck about us when they had it out there. Little bitty kids out there. Yeah, right. They ain't give a damn. They ain't give a damn damn. But fuck them.
And certain Edomites, man, in the kingdom of heaven, Lord will, I'm just gonna have it like playing in the sky what they did to them. So as they dig, this is why it's happening. That's the precept.
Yeah, back up your point of, hey, no matter how much or how high, a Jake anything on Esau society, still so cursing.
Can I bring out a point? Hey, Antonio Brown made over what, 80 million? He had to file bankruptcy. Terrell Owens, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. So yeah, these was multi-millionaires. Even Kanye West became so-called billionaire status. But guess what? It's all that defense only has, it has limits. It has limitations. So you can make that type of money, but it's still a spiritual ceiling that you can't go through.
Yeah, you can't do good. Go back to your hometown and do good for your neighborhood. That's a limit. That's crazy as fuck though. Make all this money, especially the players, make all the money, but no, you can't do this. But you get money to this charity.
That's
To
it.
Yeah. But go back home to your folks that you grew up with. You can't do shit. That's a limitation.
And you can't lead it like that money LeBron James got. He can't lead that money to his kids.
That's a limitation.
That's a limitation. That's why they have to basically, what they do is they sign it and they're about to die, they'll go to a charity. Because they don't believe in race and happiness going into generational wealth. And that's why LeBron is basically sacrificing his kids on the left-hand side because he knows that inheritance that he got can never be passed on to him.
Unless they put them with that with what they with, right?
Oh, yeah, that shit got to work. He's like, what's that deal? Daniel Craig, they said they cannot basically give their money to the kids. All of them has to basically sign off and have it go to a fucking charity or something.
That's why Dion like his son Shiloh. Now, why Dion can't just cash that shit out? That situation Shiloh was. But he got to file for bankruptcy.
He had to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah. So like I say, that shit monetary. That's why I got them black cards. They give them black cards for monetary purposes. You know? And niggas rap about it like it's a luxury. Nigga, this shit is monetary.
They got somebody pretty rough with that movie. Down the earth, he said, white people die, they leave their kids a will. Black people die, they leave their kids a bill. And that's how it is. But guess what? Like you said, they got car notes, house notes, debt. They got to pay for. We got to pay for.
Dad is fuel.
Yeah.
That's Psalm 7:3.
They got generational debt.
That's the only thing our people pass down is the culture of it. They pass down and died, they destroyed it. They pass down gang banging, street shit that destroyed it. Okay, single motherhood, like we got women teaching that shit to the young girls. Only thing our people pass down is deaf culture. That's the only thing our people pass down. That's the only thing that they keep going throughout the generation is nigga shit, man. And it's destroying it.
Deuteronomy 20:48 in the KJV and the NLT. It says, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee. In the NLT it says,
If I can say this, but he sitting there, I was talking to him, that boy said, we own Jackson. With pride, you know what I'm saying? He told me at the corner store, I had got into it and thought he had tried to charge me too much, right? That joker hollered out, where you at? You sleep. You here it is. You know what I'm saying? I had said, what? That was his only defense though, you know what I'm saying? Because I had just got him with some words. He came back strong. My boy said, we own Jackson. I said it's temporary, you get it, but that boy said we own this shit. Right, cuz.
Break
Hey, but it's gonna come a point in time to where, as the prophet says, they gonna seek to go back to their own country. You know what I mean? So it's temporary. That's a prideful way that these heathens maneuver in today's time because they've been able to drink of that cup. Right. You know what I mean?
And think about it. Like I said, they own Jackson. Now, if Jake didn't go to your fucking store, you won't be on the motherfucking thing. If Jake didn't go none of that store, ain't shit getting bought.
And during the time of chaos, what Jake destroyed first? The things in their own neighborhood.
He said that out of secret. Maybe 30 years ago, he's been good.
Yeah.
in the NLT it says, you will serve your enemies whom the Lord will send against you. You will be left hungry, thirsty, and naked, and lacking everything. The Lord will put an iron yoke on your neck, oppressing you harshly until he has destroyed you.
When you look at the current state of our people, it's a destroyed state. You know? And that's why
I say something. Now that iron yoke is good. Those bills. Got that debt.
Yep. So now, outside of the remnant, who I was shot, has redeemed, from that darkness, man. All right, our people are going further and further into the darkness, man. You know, you look at the cultural norms of the so-called black community, man. Okay, it's way worse than it was in the 70s and 80s, 60s. You know, especially before the 60s, man. The cultural norms, because our people are self and wickedness. Okay, that's what these curses look to do, destroy. All right, the people of the Lord will always observe a remnant. It was through this word, man, that revived us, man. Right?
Even with that word yoke, it goes into wickedness. It goes into the wickedness before that iron yoke. Right, it goes into the wickedness that because the iron yoke upon your neck, you can't get it out. You know what I'm saying? It's stuck there.
Yeah, and it keep you in a place where you can only go so far as going back to black cars. Because you ever, cows, man, to keep you from getting out, you put a yoke around their neck. So they try to go through a fence or something, you know what I'm saying? It's a barricade. Just like them yoke they used to put on the slaves, man.
Right, they try to run.
Yeah.
Take their head out of the tree, hit one of the tree, right.
They go back into that money, defense that is limited.
Right.
Yeah, because they ain't got no damn resources. They still going to Esau for every damn thing.
Everything, bro. Yeah, I got one for scoring too. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse.
We're coming to now the end of our captivity, the end of our rulership. Esau's coming to the end of his rulership and the beginning of his captivity after long deportation.
That's right. Isaiah 13 and 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. 17, bro, I got you. Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
I'm talking about where he's throwing
Behold, back in Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
See, all this plays a part to the end of our captivity and the beginning of our rulership. Okay? So the Medes are stirring up because of Russia. Alright? This is why you see Russia being active in the earth. Russia is distributing weaponry all throughout the earth. Okay? Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, Mexico, Belarus, Iran. They dropping out weaponry. Alright, hey, for the great war. And this is gonna be the war that's gonna end our captivity and begin our rulership.
Which shall now regard silver and as for gold.
Yeah, so the Russians ain't worried about the American dollar anymore. No one is. Everybody is transferring to this new system. Okay? So that leverage that the American dollar has is losing, especially with this last blow of the petro dollar. Okay, go ahead.
So when all those dollars come back from geopolitics, you're gonna really see hyperinflation. Meaning we can go get a steak for $50. By the time we get the tab, that shit could be $150 to $250. That's how hyperinflation works. You know? Back in the scripture, Isaiah 13 and 17, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Alright, this is not gonna have pity in the spirit.
Wow. So we always talk about black on black crime. It's gonna be Edomite on Edomite crime, man.
Tens of millions.
That's right.
Bigger virgin.
That's right. Back in Isaiah 13 and 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
It sees that the beauty of the Chaldean, the excellency of kingdoms, because the elites put a lot of money into America. Okay? The elites finance America to be a superpower. Okay? That military spending, when people talk about the Federal Reserve, all right, they think that when they say the Fed is printing money, America don't own the federal banks. That's the elites.
That's it.
Money.
That's it.
The elites get them the green light to print more money, which puts America in further in debt to the elites.
And what the saying said, just because it's federal doesn't mean it's federal.
Yeah.
That's why it can't be audited. Nobody can't go in there and really check the financial status of those locations.
That's right.
Even when they set that system up during the Bretton Woods Agreement, when the other nations agreed to it, they wanted us. They tried to set up something to make
Honor
sure
the system.
under the system, make sure they got as much gold as dollars they were printing. They was like, nah. So even when the Vietnam War came, in the French, you had the France. I think it was the French. I know it was the French. They were like, hold on, they don't got this much money to be going to war with. So everybody started asking for their gold back. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Nixon come on, he suspended the whole plan. And that's when they created the damn petrodollar. You know what I'm saying? They when they made the deal with the Saudis in the 70s, and that was their backdoor plan. But by this time they didn't got everybody gold. You know what I'm saying? From the 40s, they created the Bretton Woods agreements in the 40s, right after World War II. You know, which the nations agreed to make the dollar the world reserve currency. But at that time, like I was saying, it was $30 for an ounce of gold. Then. Right, at that time.
Because of the 1930s, I think the dollar actually had a credit on this bagged by gold.
It did, but you know, the Great Depression was used so they could start taking all the gold from the regular citizens, and then they start collecting it from all the nations. Because like you said, the Federal Reserve, was created right with like 8 months before World War I. So it was all a plan. You know? It originally was a certificate of the actual gold amount that you had. Right. Right. Yeah,
Just like a gallon of milk, you got, inside that gallon, you got milk. But now guys or people in general are walking around with an empty gallon. There's no milk in there. The same synopsis when you apply that to the dollar bill. It's the fiat, and fiat means what? Let it be money.
Right.
Make a measurement.
It's right.
Dollar of gold.
To show you how the elites they was playing the resource game. They like, we control this oil. It's another resource. You know what I'm saying? Now we're finna use this oil. If you want to build up your military, they were like, shit, we finna build up our military. You know what I'm saying? Then the deal they made was with the Saudis. They were producing, it started with the Saudis, but it was the whole OPEC nation, the oil producing country. So Saudi Arabia, Iran, all them got on board. But they knew it started with the Saudis. The deal was, we're gonna protect your, we're gonna help build up your military. We're gonna protect your oil fields. You know what I'm saying, Jesse? Anybody who want to buy your oil, they got to use the dollar. So this made the dollar the strongest, kept the dollar going. Because like I said, during Vietnam, the dollar was in the crack. Everybody like, give us our gold, bro. If they would have had to get on their gold, shit, they were gonna be through with the dollar. So Richard Nixon, he suspended the whole thing. Like, nah, that's over with. He came upon.
No, they said Debo.
Yeah, he came on national wide TV. Like, look, that's suspended.
Pop big worms, ice cream truck down. My chili cheese fries. My money. My
And I'm gonna say this: if you really want to just see the purchasing power of the dollar, how strong it is, go to a different country. You will see how powerful that dollar bill is. Am I lying, dude?
No.
That's fucking facts.
Right now, the $1 US to a Mexican peso is about 17. Like,
See what I'm saying?
so you get 17 Mexican pesos for $1 US.
That's it. Yeah. Right. And I would say like $10,000 at the time frame. I went to the DR. That was like 40K in the DR. You know?
I remember me and a brother from Dallas. We went to Europe, and we were in the Czech Republic. They have something called a foreign. Well, we had so much of that money. Once we convert the US dollar, the natives were just looking at us in amazement, because more than likely it was their either monthly salary, two, 3 month salary type thing. But for us, it's the value of the dollar, how powerful the dollar was. It's on a decline right now due to inflation, and everyone's dumping it. But it's still a powerhouse, so to speak. But it's nothing but fiat currency. It's something made in thin air. That's why they were able to create something with paper on it, put some Caucasian faces on it, and say, okay, this is your money now.
Right.
Pull it up for you, brother. Dollar to the Dominican peso is $59. 59 Dominican peso.
And that's now. Is that now? You see, that's now. We still see how powerful that dollar is, bro.
More than what it was when you were in here.
Hell yeah.
And compared to because the only other two currencies that are, I wouldn't say competing, but closer to the U.S. dollar is the ruble and the euro.
You know, you're right, the euro. That's what I meant to say, the euro.
The Russian ruble and the European euro.
This is Jeremiah 50, verse 36 to 38. It says, sword is let me start at verse 35. Sword is upon the Chaldeans, says how about you and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men.
Yeah, so the sword is a mission. So these missions are being created for the inhabitants of Babylon.
The sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. The sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
That's a military grade.
The sword is upon their horsemen, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Going into the judgment. Everything in America is disintegrating now. Everything. All they consider so-called wise men, the dollar, everything about America is a sword upon it, and because it's bound, the Lord is set for to destroy this place. And it's just a process that everything have to go through. Just like America broke countries down, because in war, the art of war, you just breaking countries down, you know what I'm saying, piece by piece, how you do it. That's how America do it. If they can't get you this way, if they can't get you, they ain't gonna start military first. First they'll come with the propaganda, you know what I'm saying, get the people to rise up against you, Then they'll probably, make it a famine in the land. Then they'll come with sanctions, it's a whole process. That's how the Lord is doing this place. Yeah, I read it again. This is Jeremiah 50 and 37. It says, sword is upon their horsemen, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. They should
pot. It's a melting pot. It shows you that America's nothing but a melting pot.
A military might, while they're going to the chariots, and it's saying they should become as women.
There's an article just came out. I ain't read it all yet, but the title says from Natural News, U.S. Special Forces Navy SEALs engage in LGBT pride.
It's the prophecy right there.
Practicing on social media as the rest of the world looks on and laughs.
Joke. That's a goddamn joke, man. And meanwhile, you got the Russian military gaining 30,000 men a month. They say God can make God be the sand in the sea. Okay, so all these things are being fulfilled. And see, the New World Order, the elites don't want a strong America. The elites are pulling out of America. This is controlled demolition. Right. And everybody military in the world is designed to fight America. It says a sword on her chariots and her horses. Like, America been able to just dominate, pull them aircraft to the shore. Fire them jets off, turn your ship to rubble, land on the aircraft. But now they can't do that. Because first they can't dock them aircraft. Alright? Because now they got weapons they can touch them aircraft. And if them fighter jets get in the air, they ain't coming back.
That's right.
It's a whole new war. Like it's set up for America to take the biggest L ever, man.
Yeah. And even if we go into the conception of America, it was all about basically birthing the New World Order. All the way back to Columbus. He was on his way where? To the New World.
The Lord set it up perfectly because there's more guns in America than people. So the Lord said this place is gonna go down by violence. Like you were saying, like they like the only thing standing in their way of the New World Order is strong right, and the citizens allowed to have guns. So this why it wasn't so easy for them to just lock down America how they did around the world. Because around the world they ain't allow their citizens to own guns. But the Lord set it up perfect. This place gonna go down by violence. It's gonna be like you said, the bloodshed gonna be up to the horse's right. 200 miles.
Good to hear.
bro. But with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honest words. Never underscore elders, apostles, and Christians, pray for us, strong and well. Peace and blessings, help the world to the house today with the elect. A Bible.
Shalom.